All right, man. Got some rumor news. I just say rumor. You know that most likely like you won't see Spence and Crawford probably not this year, or I just for sure say not this year. As it look, and things change. Like I always say, things change. But it looked like Al Heyman blocking the fight, and I really just can't say that neither. Spence was a little. It sounded like Spence was a man of his word, and he said that he was willing to compromise, and we're gonna talk about what his compromise was. And like I said before, um, you know, Bob Arum told Terence Crawford from the beginning, before he left. You remember it was some talks about, whatever it is, them giving them some money for them not making the Spence fight or whatever. He told him that they literally didn't want to fight. Now, a lot of times you don't know when Bob Arum lying, when he telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, it seems like he was telling the truth. It seems like he was telling the truth in this case. And um, and for me, it's unfortunate. If this is true, it's unfortunate. It's very very unfortunate if this is true what they saying. And it sound I can't really. I mean, for the most part, Al ain't trying to make the fight. And Spence said he ain't never leaving Al. He said he gonna continue to trust in Al Heyman, and for good reason. He made it a long way, and you see people deviate from Al, and they end up like Adrian Broner losing. You know, and that's what happened with AB. He didn't want to follow the plan. He wanted to jump up to 47. He wanted to stay there, fight Madonna. Got beat up. Only person that had benefited was Floyd Mayweather, and the business side of it. Had Adrian Broner beat Marcus Madonna, Floyd wasn't gonna fight him. Floyd ain't never trying to give no brother the opportunity, really, unless it's personal, like with Birdo, and then the dude he fighting this weekend on Charlo Castano's undisputed weekend. Only reason he fighting him because it's personal. That's why. Only reason he fighting him because it's personal. Because Roger used to train him. So it's the only reason he fighting him. So it's personal. Good that he letting the brother get the money, but remember how Freezer was scared of like Sands on the low key tip? Floyd scared of niggas just the same way. Scared to fight the brothers the same way. But like I said before, bro, like that's why Floyd keep telling Crawford that I want to help you get the fight. And Crawford might have to cave and let Floyd handle it. And obviously it's gonna be some give and take there. It's Floyd gonna want something in return, some fights. De La Hoya said he want to help him protect his interests against Al Heyman. And when Al Heyman don't deliver this fight, I want y'all to keep that energy and don't blame Crawford either. Crawford already messed up by leaving by leaving Al. I mean by leaving Bob. You know what I'm saying? Remember they always tell you don't never leave your home and nothing like that. But he didn't believe Bob. He didn't believe Bob, was going to negotiate in good faith. And, lo and behold, yeah, Bob probably was negotiating in good faith. He was negotiating in good faith. And, ultimately what happened was, they simply, what Bob was telling them, he said they don't want to fight. And, it was uncharacteristic of Errol Spence going out there saying that, I want the Crawford fight. Man, I want it. He wasn't like trying to let Crawford know that he wanted to fight. He was letting Al Heyman, he was trying to force Al Heyman to make the fight. And he knew the plan. Just like the plan was never to fight Keith Thurman early on. He knew the plan. He knew the exact plan was to fight Keith Thurman down the line. Just like they marinate everything else on their side of the street. He knew it. He knew the plan was never to fight Terence Crawford. And it wasn't that he was going out there lying for the press. That's just my opinion. I don't think he was lying for the press. I think he was trying to convince Al Heyman to make the fight happen. I think that's what it is. I think he was trying to convince Al Heyman to make the fight happen. And Al Heyman want him to fight Thurman to go do something. And that's fine. Like I said, That man got that much power over you, and you can't do what you want to do. Well, that's just been debunked. How I say like maybe Al Heyman, people say I say maybe Al Heyman let the fighters do whatever he want them to do. And I think that might be debunked. I think that might be truly debunked. Al Heyman do have power. He do be forcing them to do what they want to do, and that's sad. That's sad. Sad as hell. And Spence is willing to do 60-40. But Al Heyman ain't willing to do 60-40. You know? You know. So I mean, but hold on. All right. I'm hold on now. So I ain't going. He said Spence told well, hold on. He said Spence told Blase Blah, y'all all know him, and I'm not giving no promo. Al Heyman plans going forward is about getting back the 1.5, getting back that 1.5 billion back. He said, I'm going to be real. Al is making Spence say 80-20 split. Spence blase blah that he would do 60-40, but Al said no. Crawford wants 50-50. Al says, hell no. So Spence is saying it's all on Al. So so he's saying it's all on Al. Like I said before, does it matter? Once you think about it, does it matter if it's 80-20, 60-40, he won 50-50? You know what I'm saying? Does it matter? I mean, Crawford not moving off 50-50. So, like I said before, but Crawford doing that, maybe playing chicken. Maybe trying to get the best, but I don't know who he got negotiating his deal for him. I don't know who he got chopping his numbers up for him. But the way they going about this, if this don't become a completion, is all wrong, bro. You should have just stayed with Top Rank and let Bob negotiate. At least with Bob, you would have somebody that would have made up the difference. That well, I pay the difference. So, and Spence could be lying. He could be saying it's all on Al. He could be saying it's all on Al and it's him. So who knows? Who knows? But then again, y'all gonna blame Crawford, and it is what it is. Y'all made Crawford leave his home turf. Y'all made Crawford leave his home turf. And he came over there. When Crawford came over there, he lost all leverage. And maybe at the end of the day, Crawford just said, you know what, man, I'll take the 80-20. And that's disrespectful. Because this dude ain't Anthony Joshua. That's what Floyd used to give niggas to give the fighters like Madonna and Victor Ortiz and Robert Guerrero. That's what he used to give them. That's what he used to give them. So this, like I said before, man, Al Heyman, man, he would never get another dollar out of me. Not till we start doing right. I never want to go to one of their events again. I never give him a dollar. I don't care who it is. It could be Tony Harrison fighting. That's my guy, root for him and all that. But he'd never get a dollar out of me, bro. Not another dollar, man. And this is where people should take a stand. This is where people should take a damn stand at. This dude is bad for boxing. This dude is real bad for boxing, bro. Now, maybe Crawford probably, he get on the horn with Spence. He probably say, okay, I'll take the 60-40. And one thing you ain't hearing is a possible rematch. And like I said before, like about the Devin Haney thing, how he forced it. Sometimes, sometimes it ain't meant to be. And Al Heyman going to take another fight for, I don't want to hear no more defending. I mean, I don't know how you can defend him. And people are going to put this on Terence Crawford, but there's been several fights on his side of the street involving black fighters, or other fights involving other fighters that he didn't close the deal on. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. Where that fucking $50 million that you have for that? Take like 50% of that to make this fight happen. Gia Hurd and Charlo didn't happen. Jermell Charlo and Demetrius Andrade didn't happen. Say what you want to say. Blame Demetrius Andrade, but Demetrius Andrade said, "How I'm the champion and Jermell making more than me. He ain't never had a title." Come on. He did right. He did right. So, like I said before, it is what it is. They not getting no more money out of me, bro. I ain't going to the movies. I ain't buying for their tickets. I ain't paying for their fights. They don't let the black media in. You gotta dick ride one of their fighters just to get in the event. Like, bro, why would I dick ride like Champ side on Errol's? Man, like, these niggas is weird, bro. These niggas is weird, bro. Like, real talk, these dudes is weird. I never dick ride another man. You was a man. You are a man, and that's what you got to do to get in there. Hey, I'm good on that. And this is why Dana White say boxing is always, man, it's a robbery. You can't just talk numbers with them. You like, what's the number you looking for? They not even trying to negotiate. And I told y'all, they had ended negotiations. And Crawford team said, allegedly they said we'll wait till after the Ugas fight. What you waiting on? Won't you get the best deal if before Spence get 3 belts? So like I said before, on the outside looking in, whoever handling these negotiations looking real rookie-ish on their side. And they didn't believe Bob Arum. But Bob Arum told them. Bob Arum said, man, they don't want to fight. You don't know when Bob telling the truth or lying, but he found out firsthand. Then you talking about it, I want Charlo. Like, why would they allow you to fight Charlo and not Spence? They're not going to allow you to fight Charlo without Spence. So, like I said before, bad negotiations. What's the plan? Tim Tszyu got to be the plan B. It got to be Virgil Ortiz. Then again, Jerron Ennis lined up with PBC. Come on. It ain't nothing you can do. The best thing for him to do is fight Patrick Stewart and hold the WBO. And then that way PBC couldn't have got undisputed. Then they would have just been saying Charlo 3 belt undisputed. He got the ring, he undisputed. And so it is what it is. And they got all these man fans, with the majority of them is black. Whatever they do, they can take a doozy on their daughter's head. And they say, well, I'm fine with that, man. PBC can't do no wrong. Al Haymon is a cancer, bro. I keep telling y'all that. And this fight, the TB kept saying that. Now Errol Spence could be lying on Al. I can't. But this is what Errol Spence is saying. It's on Al. And now your word is bad again, bro. And he probably did want to fight Spence Crawford when he got a belt. And Al Haymon giving out bad advice, bro. Real bad advice. Somebody to me, we put what big event did Al Haymon had? Come on. Without Floyd Mayweather, what big event he had? Deontay Wilder, him getting, according to Wilder, him setting up Wilder to lose. Come on. Him making Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz a few months before Wilder Fury 2. Like, come on. Him taking IBF and giving it and making Anthony Joshua champion. Come on. Be real. Didn't make Jared Hurd Charlo. Won't let Tank fight nobody. Tank wanted to fight Tevin Farmer. He told him that Tank the offer. What this dude be lying, bro. And I don't care about your funky ass events neither. You keep banning me. And one day when I'm done with this YouTube shit, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag about you. I'm gonna just be like, blah. I'm gonna just go ahead and say what everybody else scared to say, and I'm gonna just be gone. You want your limo to pull up? Go ahead. It ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be easy. I'll tell you that right now. One day I'm gonna just be. I'm like my last video. If I get that opportunity, I'll be like blase, blah. This whoop, whoop, whoop. That's what I'm gonna say. Because unless he turn it around, bro, I never support this event again. BS events. Unless Spence lying, But he said I never go against Al. Remember they put that thing. He said take the L out of lover. It's over. And that he trying to fight Crawford and Al won't let him. No, it is what it is. And don't get here blaming Terence Crawford. Crawford got out his top ranked contract. He free. They didn't have the money for Crawford. Tim Smith let the cat out the bag. They didn't have the money for Crawford. All right. So who that's on? Crawford won 50-50. He said, well, Spence numbers ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Bomac know that. So since them numbers that they be saying, bro, he not doing them numbers. That's kind of like Floyd saying he TBE. Only the ignorant and the blind believe, and who don't know nothing about boxing, which that's going to ignorant. Only them believe that he TB. He ain't nowhere near. He ain't in my team. He might crack my top 30, and there are 30 better fighters than him. Facts. And that's just like him saying the TBE, so everybody just keeps saying and everybody say that's what PBC doing. You believe everything they be saying, they be lying. Either if Al really doing this, man, come on. Go home. Come on. He gonna let Errol Spence miss an opportunity to be a part of a classic. Come on. I'm done with him. I'm done. Like I said, man, I don't need the events. He terrible. He won't get $1 out of me. I'll stream every fight. I don't care if it's on Fox, Spike, Bounce TV. If I have to, I'm gonna stream them fights. And Bernard Hopkins told them fighters long ago, get control of your career. Al Haymon is the worst thing that ever happened to boxing, flat out, that I can remember. At least Don King, Bob Arum, Lou Duva, Kathy Duva. He got Kathy Duva, who's doing a good job on NBC Sports. He got her knocked off NBC Sports, and she was having some solid cards on there just to lose that deal in the blink of an eye. Like, bro, get Al Haymon the hell up out of boxing, bro. Take your dollar, man, and keep it. If you want to support Spence and that's your boy, I understand it. But all that other BS, all y'all media members, they treat y'all like $2 hoes, and they do, I don't know, Colbert and Hector Luis Garcia, and they call y'all, and they beg y'all to come cover the fight last minute. Don't apply for them type of credentials. Don't apply for them credentials, bro. Don't be a sucker, bro. You waste your money anyway. You're not gonna make depending on where you at, bro. You might not make your gas money back. And if you do, it's gonna be based off of somebody on PBC. A part of their contract is to make a certain amount of appearances at shows at the fight. Yes, that's why them fighters show up at the fights. They got to make a certain amount of appearances. So just go cover the big fights. But if you when it comes to the big fights, they're gonna let everybody in except new media. New media, y'all niggas need to band together on PBC. Y'all need to band together. But y'all gonna keep letting them treat y'all like $2 hoes. You know what I'm saying? And I won't be a part of Al Haymon getting that $1.5 billion in investment back. We know you took 500 off the top. So, like I said before, I won't be a part of that, bro. I won't never buy one of his pay-per-views again if he don't make this shit happen. I won't. It better, if for me, if I do, it better be something that make up for this. If Jerron Ennis was smart, he'd get the hell away from Al Haymon right now. He'd get the hell away from Showtime right now because they close to getting out the game anyway. Al Haymon is just, you is what it is, bro. One day, man, when you go out of business, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. I don't care what you do to me. I'm gonna tell everybody the truth about you. Like what Tupac said and toss it up about Dr. Dre. I'll leave it at that. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, next subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe channel, subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Check the box from our playlist out, Walter Way playlist out. You can find me everywhere by hitting my link tree, link in the description, from Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, the whole thing. Appreciate the love.